Now that is a penetrating ball flight, Martin.
That's right at it, DK.
That's exactly why you've got I think you hit the pin. That's why you've got PGA behind your name.
Thank you very much. It's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Ramadan Kareem.
Thank you, and to you and all your family as well.
Thanks very much, and all the golfers across the world during this holy month of Ramadan.
Yeah, it's nice to see you out from behind your desk out here on the golf course. You found your way out here, not sending emails. And
thanks, mate. I prefer to be out here with you. This is your domain, your neck of the woods.
No, you found me.
Your happy place here, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's a bit breezy out here today, DK. You probably don't know much about the course conditions out here.
I would refer to it as a prevailing wind.
Yeah. Well, usually here at Al Zorah in the afternoon we have a 1 or 2 club wind, which at the moment, this time of the year, it's a blessing with the heat. But it does mean you have to take into account the wind when playing, especially when playing into the headwind.
Pretty much what you're saying, Martin, I think, is you need to know your club distances.
Well, I think it's very important that you know what club to hit or how far you hit each club, even without the wind. And I remember reading a couple of years ago in Golf Digest, they went to a golf club and they tested all the members on how far they think they hit a 7-iron and how far they actually hit a 7-iron, and it came up at something like a 27-yard difference. So they were 27 yards shorter than what they thought they were. And I think this can sometimes be a bit of an ego thing, that people want to think that they hit it further than they actually do.
And Martin, you'd probably see this day in day out. These are the guys that are playing off 17 or 18 and want to play to single-figure golf.
Yeah, they don't know how far they hit the ball. This is the first thing, regardless of the wind. Go to your pro and find out how far you hit the ball. Now, obviously, you might go to your pro and he might have never said anything like this to you, but you've got to remember the golf pros are trying to build more consistent swings as opposed to really tell you how far you hit the ball now when they're trying to make you a better player.
Well, later on in the week, I'm definitely going to come to you for a lesson, but it's certainly not going to be about weight transfer or where the club position is. It's going to be about club distances. Okay,
exactly. And then the second thing when playing in the wind is, to be able to judge it. Now, today it's at least a 1.5 club wind, which means that if you're hitting normally a 7-iron, you need to be taking a 5 or a 6-iron. Now, the shot you've given me here today.
What have we got here, Mark?
Yeah, it's 145 yards into the breeze.
And what would you normally hit?
Well, normally I'd hit a 9-iron. I work in meters still, and I hit a 9-iron about 130.
And today?
Well, I've actually got a 7.
A 7?
I know.
Two clubs?
What would you take for 145?
I'd normally hit an 8-iron.
Yeah.
So I'd go a 7. If you're going 2 club differences, I'd go 1.
Yeah, it's quite strong, especially with the short irons. When they puff up into the air, you're really going to lose control of them. So I think the key is to make sure that the ball doesn't get too high into the air, because as soon as it goes high, you're going to lose control of the ball.
Typically on a shot like this, Martin, that's what my ball flight would do. It would go high in the air because I'm trying to hit it as hard as I can, and instead of going anywhere close to the pin, it's going to land short, and more often than not go in the water.
Well, the problem is when you start hitting it hard, it accentuates the spin. More spin, the higher the ball's going to fly into the wind.
I don't think golfers get that, mate.
No.
So good lesson.
Well, what I suggest, and so let's just work on me. This is a 9-iron distance. I've got my 7-iron. I'm just going to try and hit it 3/4. I'm not going to try and hit it hard. I'm going to try and take the spin off the ball. Okay. So I grip down the club just a little bit. I don't do too much with the ball position. Just try and keep it somewhere in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to swing 75% power and try and curtail the follow through. Now,
it's a great looking shot.
See, that flight was much lower. That's right.
I reckon that's going to hit the pin again.
Oh,
very close.
So that was right at it. It was low. I think that's the key thing there.
Penetrating.
It was very, very penetrating.
Yeah. Now, without stating the obvious, Martin, I know you're trying to get the ball on the green, but what's a good result for you in terms of distance to the hole?
Well, obviously, I'm not a tour player. I'm not as good as these guys on the tour, but I'm not too bad. I try to get the ball within 5%. So if I've got 100 yards, I try to get the ball within 5 yards of the pin. If I'm 200 yards, within 10 yards. But in a wind like this today, I would be satisfied with 10 to 15%. So 145 yards, if I could get that somewhere within 15 to 20 yards, I'd be pretty satisfied.
Good result. All right, well, let's go again, Martin. You've got a 7-iron in your hand.
Yeah.
You've hit the pin with your first shot. The second shot, you've just rolled it past. Let's see if you can get this one inside your first. See the sound of the strike, the ball flight, it's penetrating, and it's straight at the hole.
Yeah, I mean, I try to work the ball a bit right to left, which is also a good flight, a draw flight into the wind. It's certainly faster. It doesn't go so high, and it's certainly not going to be affected as much. So, I think that's the key thing: is find out how far you actually hit the ball first of all.
Great shot.
And that's what we'll do this week. Secondly,
I'm not going to sack you.
Yeah,
you got one more chance.
And then I think you've got to work out whether it's a 1 or 2 club wind, and always err on the side of caution. If you're into a strong wind, there's water shorts. I mean, take more club than you need, because
it makes so much sense. But when us amateurs are out on the course, we just don't listen to that good advice. But hopefully after today's lesson we will, and we'll start to hit some better scores.
Cheers, DK. I'm going to hit you one more just to finish with here.
Terrific, mate. No, it's great to watch, Martin.
So next time you come to play our Zorah, when you're hitting into the wind, take a little bit more club. We very rarely see amateurs go past the pin, do we, DK?
Exactly right.